Welcome to the Packet Tracer Lab, Small Star LAN from scratch. This lab is applicable to your Cisco CCST Networking 100-150 and Cisco CCNA 200-01 certification prep studies. This lab is very basic. All IP addresses are statically assigned. Here we are in Packet Tracer with a document and a network topology for the small star LAN. Here are the lab objectives. Build and verify connectivity in a small star LAN topology using Packet Tracer. By the end of this lab, you will build a star topology with a central switch, just like shown in this topology. Configure basic IP addressing and verify connectivity with ping. And as you can see, the network topology that we're going to be building. The first step is going to be create topology. We're going to add the following devices to the workspace. I'm going to start with one 2960 switch and label it switch 1. I'm going to go to the bottom, click on the switch icon, and then on the far left, you'll see the very first switch, that is 2960. Click it, go to the blank workspace, click it to drop it, then click on the label to change it to SW1. Next, we're going to add the 3 PCs and label each one of them PC1, PC2, and PC3. When you go down to the bottom, click on End Devices, and the very first thing on the left you'll see is PC. Click it, go to the workspace, click it to drop, click on the label, drop the other one, click on the label, and drop the third one. And now to rename the PCs, I'm going to rename this PC1, and then we get an error message. Now you notice you type in PC1, it's not going to let you because you already have a PC1. So what we can do is we can go backwards. Go down, click on this PC and change it to PC3. And then go to this one and rename that PC2. And now you'll be able to rename this one PC1. Now if this pops up, no worries. Just click on Config. Where it says Display Name, right there you can change it to PC1. And then click the red X. We got yourselves 3 PCs. Next, we're going to add the printer and rename it Printer 1. So right there in the same strip where you got the PC, you'll see the printer. It's towards probably 4th or 5th or 6th, depending on your version of Packet Tracer. You drop it in there, rename it Printer 1. And now you got all your devices. Now the next thing we're going to do is going to connect the copper straight through cable to each of the devices to the switch. We're going to start with PC1 connected to Fast Ethernet 01. So you click on the lightning bolt and you have the option of choosing automatic, or you can look at each one and see what they are. But we're going to choose this one. This is the straight through copper cable. And if you hover over the switch, you'll see the list of available ports on this switch. What we're going to do is click on PC1 and then click on Fast Ethernet to connect the cable. And then we're going to click on Switch to connect it to Fast Ethernet 1. And you essentially repeat the process for the remaining devices. Click on the straight through cable, click on PC2, click on Fast Ethernet, and then click on Switch 1 and click on Fast Ethernet 2. Click on the cable, click on PC3, click on Fast Ethernet, click on the switch, Fast Ethernet 3. And the last one, printer, Fast Ethernet 4. So we're going to go down, click on the cable, and then click on the printer, Fast Ethernet, and then back to switch 1, fast Ethernet 4. Now you got all your cables connected. Now the next thing we're going to do is assign the static IP addresses. They're all /24. We'll begin with PC1. We're going to go into desktop, IP configuration, and make sure that it's static. IP address 4. And we're going to type in the IP address. And when you click on subnet mask, the box automatically populates the /24 subnet. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the red X. And then we're going to proceed to the PC2. And repeat the process all over again. Click on desktop, IP configuration, make sure it's static, type in the IP address, click on subnet mask, it'll automatically populate the /24 subnet mask, and then click on the red X. Now we go to PC3, desktop, IP configuration, make sure it's static, type in the IP address, click on subnet mask to populate /24 subnet mask, and then click on the red X. And now for the printer, click on config. Now you're going to see global settings here. This is not where you put in the static IP address. This is where your router IP address goes to. That's something you'll be doing down the road. What we want is the interface fast Ethernet 0. That's where you're going to assign the static IP address. So you type in the IP address that's assigned to the printer, and then click on the subnet mask box to populate the /24 subnet mask. And then click on the red X. Now we have everything connected and configured. Now we need to ensure that the port lights are green. And in this case, it's the green triangles. So you got green, 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 green. All looks absolutely awesome. Now, if you click on the switch, you can actually see the back of the switch, but you can't see the blinking lights as you would in the real world. On the actual switch themselves, you'll see the blinking lights, but not in Packet Tracer. Now, the next step we're going to do is test connectivity. So we're going to start with PC1, and from PC1, we're going to ping PC2, 3, and the printer. So we click on PC1. We don't want terminal, we want command prompt. Click on command prompt and type in ping space followed by the IP address of PC2. And if you don't remember what that was, no worries, we have it right here. So we're going to ping PC2, 192.168.1.20. And then we hit enter. You should see 4 successful replies, and we do. Now we're going to hit the up arrow, backspace, and we're going to do .30 for PC3. 4 successful replies. Up arrow, backspace, .40 for the printer. 4 successful replies. Now we're going to hit the red X and go to PC2 and repeat the process. From PC2, we're going to ping PC1, success, and then we're going to ping PC3, success, and then finally we'll ping printer 1, success. Now we're going to close this out and go to PC3, and from PC3, we're going to ping PC1. Success. Now we're going to ping PC2. Success. And finally, we're going to ping printer 1. success. We have tested connectivity from all 3 PCs. Let's take a look. We have the correct topology created, which is the star with the switch that matches the topology in the document. We use the correct cables to connect the devices using the copper straight through cable. As you can see here, if you hover over it, that's what it says there. We assign the correct IP addresses on all PCs and the printer. PC1 ends in 10, PC2 ends in 20, PC3 ends in 30, and the printer 1, ends in 40. And we have successfully pinged between the PCs and between the PCs and the printer. From PC1, we pinged 2, 3, and the printer. From PC2, we pinged PC1, PC3, and the printer. And from PC3, we pinged PC1, PC2, and the printer. And this concludes the lab for small star LAN from scratch.